I've got 10 more AI art styles for you to try today. Simply add them to the end of your prompt, separated by a comma, to create some images that really stand out. Now, you can try these out on any platform, but these images today were made using Midjourney version 8.1. The first style is a nice, simple, fun one, which is miniature aquatic ecosystem. So this is more of an object, but it does play pretty well with other characters and styles, like the way it's kind of pop Mickey Mouse inside of the aquatic system. It tends to create aquatic systems based around your subject. So again, we've got Goku sitting in there and has a nifty art style applied to it. And Darth Vader, I love the way he's just kind of in a jar here, kind of like the end of the Super Mario Brothers movie, but this time it's Darth Vader instead of Bowser, and this cool Terminator style one. So if this is something that you'd like to have a play with, create something that's a little bit different, a little bit unique, maybe you just plop a dog inside your fish tank, take a photo of that instead. This can be a good phrase to play around with. But even so, with this one here, this is more like inside of the ecosystem, which creates an interesting look. You can't see the outside of the bottle. So sometimes you get interesting results like that. I love this one with the Statue of Liberty. So this is just a nice fun one to play with, and just one I thought produced some interesting images. So probably not my favorite style on this list, but definitely one that I think that a lot of people might have a bit of fun with. But moving on, we have Nordic maze style poster. So this tends to add maze-like elements to your image. And so you get a bit of an idea. It has this cool maze-like effect to create the image in a lot of instances. Sometimes the maze effect is around the subject, or it's more of an abstract style like this one here. You can kind of see the dog in the bottom right-hand corner if you take a bit of a look. But overall, it's a very interesting kind of style that's used to make up an image. Generally, it is framed. It is not always framed, but it's something you could probably easily upscale and crop and work with if you really wanted to. But this is just a fun, very nice style. It works in different ways. Sometimes you get circular mazes like this one here. And Optimus Prime, you get the maze around him. There's like a circle and that maze around him, which worked out pretty well. But when I tried the Terminator, it actually more incorporated it into the image. So you do get a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to how it's applied, but you can see how consistent the maze style is. A bit harder to see in this one here as it's more in the sky, but very consistent and lands well in most instances. But 3D rendered 1930s Fleischer-Style rubber hose cartoon is a bit of a mouthful. But the rubber hose style of cartoon is more of a 2D style, so I mixed it with 3D, and it definitely worked out quite well. Everything seemed to be rendered with that rubber hose style proportion, with that cartoony look, but in that 3D environment to create something a little bit more unique. So I love the way it changes your characters, like the Terminator here. Everyone looks really cartoony, but sometimes it goes really far, like almost a goofy style of Darth Vader here, looking a bit silly. It tends to silly up a lot of the images, even this one of the samurai. I still thought really cool the way it had like an aged look to it. So sometimes you do get that because it is an old-fashioned 1930s style, and it tends to add in, if you look at those old cartoons, they tend to have a lot of sort of like animals in them. So it does a good job of sort of transforming characters into animals sometimes. The dog here, very Disney sort of style, and Goku, the proportions, the way it looks. This is a great one to play with. And also, you can remove the 3D render and just play with the rubber hose style. But for something a little bit different, we have art from the cover of an 1800s occult book. So this does a great job of creating really interesting cover styles. Also a little bit evil, maybe even slightly demonic. But you can just see the way how Darth Vader actually looks kind of evil and supernatural here, as opposed to just being a guy in a metal suit with Sith Lord powers. But the way it applies a lot of these cool, intricate patterns around and some of the weird demonic sort of emblems and details to the character just creates some really fun imagery. I really love it when AI handles old-fashioned style art like this. It looks a bit old and aged. It's just a little bit of a contrast from the modern technology side of things, but this one, the line here, I love that illustration style, the amount of detail it tends to come out, and even this one of the dog here doesn't quite land as well as the others, but it still has that old-fashioned illustration style. Throws a skull in there for good measure, and the Terminator. You can imagine that if he was time-traveling way back further, that this is what he would look like. If you're looking for the ultimate Midjourney resources, then don't forget to check out my Midjourney video course, taking you all the way from beginner through to pro, along with my style resources. This includes my style pack with prompt phrases you can use to improve your images, along with my Midjourney mood board pack. Links to all these resources will be in the description below. Now, back to the video. Now, this next style actually has a typo, but it worked out pretty well, which is Dark Psychedelic-Stylelic Shiva. So it was supposed to be just style Shiva, but when I submitted it with Stylic, it just worked quite well. You could try it with the word style instead, but these images all looked really cool. That really high level of detail, that really cool unique style, and the way it changes some of your characters to look almost like a little bit more spiritual, was really produced some awesome imagery. And of course, when you add things like dark and psychedelic, you get these really cool color schemes and this really dark style. So this was definitely a phrase that worked a lot better than I expected. The images all look unique, but they all have a consistent feel to them. They all look dark, spiritual, slightly evil, but also really highly detailed, and something that I think works out quite well. I really love this one of the Hulk here, the way he almost looks like he's meditating with flames around him. But the most unique and different one was actually Mickey Mouse. It still has that style of subject to it, but the colors were perhaps the most different out of the bunch. But the rest of them, very dark, lots of purples, lots of cool sort of colors with a little bit of an iridescent sort of touch in some of them. So if you like what you see here, even with just the color and the look of something like the waterfall, definitely give this style a go. But we also have vibrant houndstooth pattern. You see this a lot on sort of clothing, jackets, that kind of thing. Just a very repetitive pattern used for suits and jackets. I think it does a great job of mixing it in with the subject and the character. All the styles, I found it has a nice, cool consistency to it. It tends to lean a lot on this kind of star shape, especially with Midjourney. I don't know how it works with the other platforms, but I love the way it is incorporated. It's actually two different sizes here, and the way it's just simply applied to Darth Maul's jacket, just to add something a little bit different. But it's definitely got a heavy influence on the images. It appears very consistently throughout. So if you want to try something a little bit different, something like this could work well. You could even try a modifier, something like, again, dark or chaotic, or add that to the start of Houndstooth pattern. But otherwise, moving on, we have bizarre, super grainy TV footage. Now this is a nice mixture where you can put in things like TV footage or super grainy TV footage and get a certain effect, but by adding bizarre, there's a mood that gets applied with it, and that mood fits really well with that grainy TV footage style. Now the Hulk here, this is probably the least interesting, but you can see what I mean by that style. I love that glitchy effect here with Darth Vader. It does often include a TV in the images. It's in the background on this one, but with Goku, he's actually inside the TV screen. You get a lot of the TV distortion and noise, and I also love the way it adds a little bit of a glow to these images. This one, Optimus Prime, looks really cool. You can see this is great if you love this look, this type of effect, along with the bizarre sort of transformation of your subject. This is definitely one I would have a play with, and I really love the way it added the TV distortion lines just into the sky here. So it adds like a dimensional element to it as well within the actual image. But colorful Neo cartoon style is just a nice, fun cartoon style. Adding Neo in there and that colorful style just really brings the vibrancy out in those images. Neo just sort of adds like a newish sort of feel to it. And I just think these images all turned out pretty good, and they aren't always exactly the same. Like, for instance, it's one of the Terminator, very 3D, so it has affected the character itself, but the style less consistently here. But most of the time, you get a nice 2D style like this here, a bit more of a flatter, more sort of 2D printed or 2D cartoon style. So I love the way it does mix up the colors in some of the areas. Like, it doesn't just stick to the flat textures like with Darth Vader here, even Darth Maul, the way it's broken things up with the shading. This is just a really cool, really outstanding style. And if you're a big fan of creating bright, colorful, sort of cartoony style art, then definitely have a play with this one. And as always, have a play. Try adding in some phrases to the start or the end of it. Maybe even try adding colors in there. You can do like purple and green, or you can say things like radioactive colors or acid colors, and you can get some pretty cool effects that way as well. But moving on, we have cartoon style by Junji Ito, who is a manga artist in the more of a horror style manga artist. So you get some pretty wide eyes in a lot of these images. This one in Mickey Mouse just looks trippy, and the grainy look it adds as well. Really cool, but you get a lot of big open eyes, lots of grainy looking images, sometimes more of a comic-y style like with Darth Maul here. But just by looking at these images, you can kind of start to pick that style and pick like that real horror theme. But there's also something a little bit lighter about it. It's not terrifying. There's definitely a horror theme to it. There's something a little bit creepy about it. But overall, it's just a really fun style. That manga style, that comic style, very evident here, especially the way the colors are used here on the Hulk. This is probably the least terrifying looking of them all, just like a simple picture of Goku, which is a different style again. I really love the way the Terminator was portrayed in this one, just a little bit different. So every now and then you do get something a little bit different, but quite often you get this. Just the big eyes, the grainy look. And generally, it's kind of funny by the time you step back and take a look at it. But neon mixed media collage animation style. Again, blending some words together. And the word neon obviously does a lot to carry the color. That mixed collage style, the animation style, tends to add the collage elements in, add a bit more of a cartoony style. And this is basically what you end up getting. So this is a really fun style because, again, it's nice, it's bright, it adds in abstract elements. Sometimes you get a few cool little surprises, and sometimes you get something a little bit different here, like the Terminator. It still has those elements, but it's worked differently than the other images, and it looks really cool. And of course, Mickey Mouse, this time it leans more on a graffiti style, but you get a little bit of range within this, but you could also dial it down further. You could add in graffiti style or comic style if you wanted to as well, and dial it down even further. But the flexibility from this style alone is pretty good. So add in some of those keywords, add in some colors if you want to. You could change neon for a different sort of color style if you wanted to experiment with different colors. But this is just a really cool phrase. And again, have fun mixing up those words. And I recommend that for all these styles. Try throwing in a few different words to see what you get. Now, this one, Darth Maul, I love. This one of the samurai, I love with the big red sun, the way it lights up the trees with the red light. Very, very cool. A lot of these images I loved. This one of Batman is a nice way to finish up. Very bright. He still looks dark and mysterious despite the vibrancy of the picture. Now, the bonus style is iridescent flame art. I've tried flame art in the past, but something about iridescent flames adds something a little bit different. That iridescent color just makes it something a little bit more ethereal and cool, and it tends to make things fairly dark. Most of your characters are kind of on fire, yet they seem totally calm, like, you know, they can't feel the heat. Mickey Mouse here, I don't know how he's staying calm. He is totally engulfed in flames, but you can see how the effect is just really cool. It's dark. The Terminator here, this looks like it would be a cool scene in the movie, just having flames coming out of his head. The Hulk bursting into flames here. So this is just a really fun phrase. I really like the images that came out of it. Darth Maul, it's a little bit more on the red and pink side, but there's still that iridescent sort of color, just very subtly mixed in there. Whereas Darth Vader, it's a little bit more full on. Has a bit of an alcohol reflection style look to it when you think about the iridescent color style. But that use of colors is great. Flames makes for a very cool element. And to finish off, we have the family dog at home, and his fur's kind of got a bit of a flame effect to it, a little bit more subtle. But otherwise, that's the video for today, guys. Hope you found it useful, and if you did, please consider giving the video a like. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.